My name is Courtney, and today we're going to be playing with an antique guillotine. Why are we playing with an antique guillotine, you might ask? Well, I don't know about you, but I felt a little revolutionary lately. And I also haven't left my house in 10 months, so I could sure use a nice haircut. But before we cut my hair, I would like to introduce you to my two lovely assistants, Shirley and Sheila. Now, as you can tell, these ladies have had their fair share of bad haircuts. I think another one won't hurt them too much. And besides, hair is really strong, and I haven't actually cut anything with this guillotine yet. So we're gonna find out how well hair gets cut by using our lovely volunteers. All right, which one of you has the least worst hair? As perhaps you can tell, these ladies know their way around a guillotine. Am I right? All right, I'm gonna take just a little chunk of hair here, and we're gonna put it in the guillotine, and we're gonna see if we can cut this hair. All right, can you see it? Let's find out. Now this is the fun part. I did not cut anything. I was afraid that might happen. You see, I grabbed quite a large chunk of hair there, and I cut it right in the middle of the strands. Hair is really strong, you guys. Some people do not understand how strong hair actually is. But it can hold a tremendous amount of weight. It is crazy. And apparently it can resist the cuts of an old miniature guillotine. Now I am still quite determined to try. Before this video's out, I'm going to try cutting just the very tip, just the split end of my hairs to see if it does anything. But first, I would like to either confirm or debunk a persistent myth about these antique guillotines. So for starters, this very much appears to be like a homemade craft project. I don't believe people in the Victorian era were just going to the market to pick up a little guillotine. But when this first popped up in my social media feed, I grew immediately obsessed. We talk about a lot of antiques on this channel, but most of the antiques we talk about are hair. We don't really talk about guillotines, but today I thought we'd just combine my two loves, my love of hair and my love of guillotines. So I purchased this. I will put all of the seller's information down below because I am very pleased with this guillotine, but I posted an Instagram story showing my guillotine falling, and many people told me that this was in fact an old cigar cutter. And of course, cigar cutters are often called guillotine cutters. But I'm not sold on that idea. I'm really not sure. 'Cause you see, there are a lot of myths about products from the Victorian era, such as Victorian tear catchers, which I will say, once upon a time, I did believe that was a thing. But if you ever see a tear catcher for sale, I hate to break it to you, but it's probably just a perfume bottle. And it's nothing special. Now, do I know for a fact that this was not a cigar cutter? No. But I have read a lot of Victorian catalogs, Victorian sales, posters, books, things, and never have I seen a little guillotine advertised as a cigar cutter. So today, we will be finding out. You see, I have purchased a cigar. Now, I do not smoke cigars, so I'm sure that someone, one of you cigar aficionados out there, is gonna run down to the comments to criticize my choice of cigar, or tell me that I'm cutting it too close, or something. But give me a break, guys. I don't smoke cigars. I bought this just to put it in the guillotine. Because this is what my life is like in quarantine. I feel like in every movie I've seen where someone opens a new cigar, they have to, like, run it under their nose. Nothing, I really... very little scent there. It does say punch 1840. 1840 is definitely within the era that is well suited for this guillotine. Ooh, I have a cigar. You know what I need? Brandy. Yes. This feels right. Vive la Revolution! Kan ni höra folkets sång? I'm sorry, you guys. I have been listening to the Swedish Les Mis soundtrack on repeat for months now. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? That didn't even come close! Come on! It got a teeny tiny little bit. Look, that's nothing. Nothing. No, I suspected that this might happen. That's why I really didn't believe that this was supposed to be a cigar cutter. And this is a little one. I have seen big honkin' daddy cigars much bigger than this. I can't even, that didn't even cut halfway through, so I can't even like snap it off with my fingers. That failed miserably. Sorry, all my dress is not cooperating. I needed to wear a little red for the revolution. Fun fact, last time I wore this red dress, I was rapping in Korean on stage for a live audience. I wish I was kidding. So, now that that didn't work, on to the next task. So the thing about this little antique guillotine is that you need to string it up. And you need to string it up just right. Because if you string it going the wrong direction, it won't actually drop when it reaches the top. There's a very clever mechanism. Okay, what happens if we just take a little bit of hair? We want them very spread out because the more hairs there are, the stronger they are. Stronger together. So we're gonna take a little bit and we're gonna try to get my dreadful split ends. That's the goal here. So first, I'm sure I got the cigar people yelling at me. Now I'm gonna get the hairstylists yelling at me. I know I shouldn't be trying to cut my own hair on the internet, let alone with an antique miniature guillotine. I know, you guys. I've been in my home without leaving for 10 months. I don't care anymore. Ooh! Did we get any? We didn't cut anything. Not even these little teeny tiny hairs. Okay, I'm gonna pull one hair out. You probably aren't gonna be able to see this at all. But I hope we can just cut one little hair. That's all I ask. That's all I ask of you. Okay, this is gonna turn into Courtney singing musicals real fast. I will try to spare you from that fate. Just one hair, just one hair. Off with her head! Ooh, I did it. You probably didn't see that at all, but I cut it in half. So how long do you think it would take me to cut my hair going one strand at a time? Maybe another 10 months? Who knows, maybe I'll still be in my home. If I start now, I just might make it. What else can I try to cut? An ordinary sheet of paper. I'm sorry, I've been watching way too many reruns of Penn and Teller's Fool Us. I didn't even reset it. Okay. Serious business. Serious guillotine business. And I pray, oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for revolution. Doesn't even come papery. Not even a little bit. So that's the video. If you have an equally stupid idea as to how I can cut my hair, leave me a comment down below. Maybe give me a like while you're at it. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, because why would you want to miss more nonsense like this? Am I right? And I would like to give a huge thank you to my supporters on Patreon, who are the magnificent people who help me make important purchases like buying the cheapest cigar I could possibly find for my internet nonsense. While you're down in the comments, please make sure to leave your best decapitation. We don't capitate here, we only decapitate. Please leave your best decapitation jokes and or puns down below, but I swear to you, if I see a single mention of circumcision down in the comments, you are getting a thumbs down personally from me. You have been warned.